we have the ability now to, on our master VPU, to have backups that are sent to a thumb drive. Most of our barns are on internet backup, but some of the barns, depending on where they're located, have maybe a firewall restriction that can sometimes goof with the backups. So, or no internet at all, and we like to be able to make sure that their backups are still working and running for them. So, the USB side makes things possible in those barns. So, one of the cool things about Nedap is they're always updating the software that goes along with this, and the software that goes along with the Nedap system is called Velos. So right now the most updated version of Velos is 18.2, not that that really matters, but the numbers matter to me because then I need to know what each barn version is on, so I know if they need an update or not. But for the system intentions, then you can set up to either send an email notification out or even a text message in some cases. And that's all set up within Velos for that specific barn. Now they have also introduced the ability to get email notifications when backups aren't occurring properly, which is something we've been clamoring for a little while, because a lot of these barns, if it's not something that affects the day-to-day operation, it's a system attention, but it's not affecting the way the barn is working, they just overlook it and they'll just go on down the road, and it'll be a month or two until something happens where the data loss now is going to be a big issue. But if we knew about it the first time their overnight backup, because usually we set them for the overnight, if we knew about it right away, then we could go in and figure that out, so that if there is a data loss, it's instead of 8 days, it's maybe 1 day or none at all, if we can get it figured out in a timely fashion and get that backup to take that was missed the night before. So the system does back itself up every day, so that at the most, let's say a backup is missed, and at the time when it wanted to back up you also had a major failure, you'd only be losing less than 24 hours at the most of any data. And that is usually something that's easy to deal with. It's when you start talking about multiple days where it's that kind of data loss, because then you're talking about animal feeding schedules, the amount of feed the system has to then relearn, or you have to manually put in that information, and it's just a pain, because this whole system is designed to mark and keep track of information for each individual sow on a second-by-second real-time basis. So you don't want to lose any of that stuff. It's no fun to have to try to compensate for that when it happens. Yeah, definitely.